Hello YouTube, it's Wednesday and this week I'm so excited because it's my topic and I get to talk about art. I love to talk about, I love to look at art, I love to visit galleries and I care about this stuff. So I have quite a few pictures to show you and quite a few artists to talk about, so I hope you'll stick with me. The first artist is mid-18th century artist, which is one of my all-time favorite painters. His name is Thomas Gainsborough. He's a British artist, and he's most known for painting the Blue Boy, which you've probably seen. If you haven't seen the original, you've probably seen the one with Kermit the Frog. You can Google it if you don't know. He did portraits and landscapes and whatnot, and most of the paintings he did, they're beautiful but kind of boring. My favorite ones are the ones that are unfinished. My absolute favorite painting of all time is The Painter's Daughters Holding a Cat, which you're looking at right now. You can't see the cat because it's just outlined. You can see it if you look closely. And it's not finished. The faces are beautiful and pretty and haunting, but you can't see the cat, and I don't know, it just kind of gets to me, and I love this painting. He did another one called The Painter's Daughters Chasing a Butterfly, which again isn't finished. The faces, the hands, their upper bodies are almost finished. And then it's like the background and the dress, especially the girl with the yellow dress, is not finished yet. I just love that. It's cool and pretty. The second painter is William Blake. He is an early 19th century British poet and painter. He's a romantic painter. And among other things, he illustrated Dante's Divine Comedy. But my favourite painting of his is called The Ancient of Days, and is an illustration for, it's an illustration. And it's just powerful and majestic, and I don't know, it's powerful and cool. The third painter is Millais, who is a late 19th century painter and illustrator. And he's very famous for having painted a very controversial portrait of Jesus as a young boy in his family's carpentry workshop, which was quite controversial, but it's really pretty. It's a really nice painting. But the painting I really adore is the one he's painted of Ophelia from Hamlet, where she's floating down the river dying, and it's just so sad and haunting and beautiful, and the detail in the flowers and the landscape around her is just incredible. Next is a painter called named Waterhouse. He's also late 19th century. He was inspired by Millais, and my favorite painting of his is called The Lady of Shalott, after the poem of the same name. It's a very sad poem and a beautiful painting, and you can see the inspiration. Next, I want to talk about Art Nouveau, which I have a lot of in my house on my walls. The first early 20th century painter is called Mucha, Alphonse Mucha. He's a Czech Art Nouveau painter, and he illustrated a lot, like adverts, and he did postcards and like artwork for magazines and things. And all of his stuff is very feminine, flowy lines, flowers. It's just beautiful. And he's done a couple of illustrations of the Four Seasons, which is amazing if you want to Google that. But my favorite two are, the first one is Dance, because it just has a flow and a movement to it, which I just love. And then my second favorite, or actually my absolute favorite of his, is called The Moon, which I have on my wall. It's dark and beautiful and just serene and quiet. I love it. Another Art Nouveau painter I want to talk about is Gustav Klimt. He's Austrian, and he was active in the early 20th century. And again, just like Mucha, a lot of femininity. He painted a lot of women. You can recognize his paintings from the unique style of the coloring, but also that he has gold in his paintings, which I love. And my two favorites of his, the first one is The Kiss, which is the most famous one. I have one large one and one small one in different rooms in my house. And then my second favorite is Judith, which I have on a porcelain mug in my display cabinet behind me. It just speaks to me. I don't know why. I love Judith. The last sort of traditional painter I want to talk about is John Singer Sargent. Is also the only American artist on my list of painters that I like. Again, early 20th century. He was a portrait painter, but the thing I like about his portraits is that they're very relaxed. The poses aren't so posed. They actually look like the people, like real people, if you know what I mean. But I specifically like his unfinished work. Now, he has a beautiful painting called Carnation, Lily, Lily, Rose, which is beautiful. But the sketch he did beforehand of Dorothy Bernard is just amazing. It's just a simple pencil sketch, and I just love it so much more than I do the finished painting. And he has a lovely portrait called Madame X, which is really famous. But the unfinished one that hangs at Tate Gallery in London is called The Study of Madame Gautreau. And it's not finished, but I don't know, unfinished work just kind of speaks to me. And the last thing I want to talk about is a contemporary artist, as in active right now, that I really like. And her name is Audrey Kawasaki. She is Japanese American, and she is amazing. Amazing. She paints haunting, feminine, sometimes sexy portraits on wood mostly, and they're just spectacular. I have on my phone, the back of my phone, I have a Jelliskin with the portrait or the painting She Who Dares, and it's just gorgeous. Another one I really like, I don't know how to say it really. Anyway, I'll show it to you. Check out Audrey Kawasaki because she's actually putting out new stuff right now. So yeah, thanks for listening to my ranting about art. I hope you found something that you like, and go visit a museum. So yeah, thanks. Bye.